A lot of times when we're confronted with these situations, when life really just wants to come in and you know, pop, 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 pop. Hey guys, Lexi here. And well, sometimes life can get in the way and bring your spirits down. Some days you're really, really happy and other days you're just not. I mean, you're human. You're allowed to feel all these different emotions. So I kind of want to talk to you guys about how I stay positive. Granted, I also live with the world's most positive man, so that definitely helps. And I would like to get him on here and do a video on how he stays positive. Maybe we'll do a how to stay positive part 2. Let me know in the comments below if that's a video you guys would want, is to get Hunter's feedback on how to stay positive. But for me, I consider myself a very positive and happy, uplifting person. And you know, sometimes life really can bog you down and it's important to practice staying positive. So when life really comes in and just, you know, and just, you know, you can really just stay positive and relax and kind of just like take it all in and practice these small things, and hopefully you can get through whatever that icky feeling is. Hopefully you can get past it sooner. But these are kind of 3 things that really just work for me on the daily basis to keep me at my base level of happiness on a higher level. So one of them is, I like to sit there and think, what is life trying to teach me? So at first I think as humans, we just go to the, why is this happening to me? Oh, you know, like, oh, I'm such a victim, or, and I'm not like saying that, you know, you're not a victim or you're not in these things, or, you know, why is this happening to you? I think a good question to rephrase it and to reframe your mindset is, what is life trying to teach me? And I think it makes me feel a lot better about what's going on in my life at that moment. So I try to do that. I try to just reframe the situation. Like, what about this can I take away from it and live a better life? So like, your language is so important, you guys. So I can't stress that enough. The second thing that I do to stay positive is I exercise. I try to exercise at least 3 to 5 times a week, whether that's taking like a high intensity workout class, or it's going for a walk, getting into nature. You guys heard me say that a ton, forest bathing, nature, getting into nature and going for a walk and just being active. But exercising is really, really good for you. It's good for me and my mental health, especially when I do like a high intensity workout. Like, I just feel like my mind can just shut off for a second. And when I can just shut it off for just a quick second every day, it's like I'm in just such a better state. And you know, Elwood said it perfectly. Exercise gives you endorphins. Endorphins make you happy. Happy people just don't go shooting their husbands. So yeah, exercise, get those endorphins going, and that will kind of help keep your baseline, I'm telling you, keep your baseline of happiness at a good spot. The third thing I do to stay positive is I try not to dwell on whatever it is that's making me feel bogged down or negative or just like not my full happy self. Like, whatever it is, I will kind of like sit in that merp feeling. Like, I'll watch a TV show and I'll just like turn off my brain. So I'll go from like a workout to like watching a television show or something, and I just try to not to like dwell on the situation or whatever it is that's happening. I just kind of sit in whatever it is that I'm feeling and just kind of take like, it's almost like pressing pause for just a little bit. You sit with it, you feel it, and you're like, oh, what is this? Why do I feel this way? What's it trying to teach me? See how that came back full circle? And I just try to like just sit in it for a second. But the most important thing though about that is, it's okay to grieve. It's okay to like just sit there with that negative feeling for a little bit, and it's okay to feel all those feelings, but at some point you have to move on. So I sometimes will give myself like an afternoon or a day or a self-care day, if that's what's making me feel better. Whatever that is, I will take that time that I need to sit in it. But then after that time is done, I have to move on. Whatever it is, you have to keep going, and you have to move forward, and you have to just get on with it, because you can't dwell in it for too long. That's no good for anybody. Again, just keep asking yourself, what is life trying to teach me? And I feel like you'll find a really good place from that. And I want to sit here and tell you guys, like, be grateful. Sometimes when you're feeling negative, like out of it mentally, like finding gratitude in something is so incredibly hard. So I want to sit here and tell you it's gratitude, and sometimes it is. Sometimes that's what will pick you back up, is being grateful for other things, like your physical, where you live, your perfect husband and all these things, but sometimes that's not it. Sometimes feeling sad or feeling upset or feeling whatever it is that you're feeling and watching a television show or binge watching something on Netflix or going to the movies or anything will make you feel better. But again, you have to be able to pull yourself out of that when you're done grieving and move on and ask yourself all the right questions. And those are kind of my 3 things that like I stick to. Obviously finding gratitude, listening to music, getting into nature, you know, hanging out with people that uplift you, and you know, those kind of things, like feel good movies, feel good anything, and just doing things that make you feel good are always great ways to make you feel positive and good and get you out of that funk. But those are kind of my 3 foundations that I go to that usually work for me in any situation. Because sometimes you just need to sit on the couch and just veg for a second while you figure out all this human emotion that's happening in you and processing it. Allowing yourself time to process is a really great thing to do. Kind of breeze by it, because it's gonna keep coming up unless you start asking the right questions. And I hope that like helps you guys. I really do. And like I said before, if you guys want Hunter to do a video on how he stays positive, let me know in the comments below, because I think that would be a great video. And I will probably learn something about him and how he stays positive, and I would love to see that video. You know what? I'm just gonna make it. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Bye. If you guys liked this video, go ahead and hit that like button. Also, let me know in the comments below if you want Hunter to do a how to stay positive. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please be sure to do so. Why? Because we post videos here every single week and I don't want you to miss one. And go ahead and hit that bell notification button if you want to be notified every time I upload a video. See you guys next time. Bye!